Your Honour, my name is Christopher James Storey from 31 Wangara Crescent in Queanbeyan. This is in reference to a fine I received for stopping near a pedestrian crossing in a school zone on Donald Road, Caraba, Queanbeyan. The penalty amount is $469 with loss of 2 demerit points. Your Honour, I'd like to explain my situation to you, and hopefully you will consider cancelling the fine amount, and also the 2 demerit points will not go against my licence. And hopefully with this presentation you'll clearly see that in this instance I was guilty, but also in a position of not being able to do anything under the circumstances. The reference number is 2776127 and the review reference number is 2720348. Your Honour, I present on the date of 4th of March 2022, my vehicle here was stopped at the pedestrian crossing, giving way to students which were crossing the pedestrian crossing this way. It was quite busy and there were a lot of students walking across the crossing, and this was approximately at 3 p.m. in the afternoon when school was going out. Now, just as the last students were crossing the road, and this is where I'm in a not guilty position, I was about to take off and drive on. But in this instance, just as the last lot of students had crossed the road and it was clear for me to take off, my daughter and her friend came from the back of my car, and where I didn't see them, and they quickly opened the doors and jumped in the car when it was my time to leave the pedestrian crossing because it was clear. Now, in this instance, this now makes me guilty for stopping at a pedestrian crossing while my daughter and her friends hopped in my car. I was in a position that I couldn't take off once the pedestrian crossing was clear, as they were jumping into the car, and that would have been a dangerous situation for them. But then that puts me in a position of guilty of stopping at a pedestrian crossing. But once again, I had no choice but to stay located till they got in the car, and then I took off safely. So, Your Honour, in this instance, I had no choice. In the event of this, Queanbeyan City Council vehicle was here taking photographs. So there's photographs of the children crossing the pedestrian crossing, and also my daughter and her friend hopping into my car just as the pedestrian crossing presented to be clear. Your Honour, I am a long-time citizen of Queanbeyan. I'm a good and honest citizen of Queanbeyan, and I always obey the road rules, and I have a clear licence of no demerit points taken off, which I would also like to keep clear. Your Honour, I do ask in this instance if you could dismiss the fine, which is quite a hefty fine as well for me. I'm a single dad, and also the 2 demerit points. Thank you for your time today. My contact number is 0402 267 465. Thank you.